My people wonder they say shall never end. They say Kabiyesi's wives they cry their eyes out allegedly. Oh, hey. You know that yesterday was 14th February when loved ones shared love among themselves, between themselves. You know, you show love to people. And this opportunity is something that the wives have been waiting for so that they will meet with Kabiyesi and, you know, share their love gifts, even talk to Kabiyesi about their situation in the palace because right now, every one of them have something to complain about. Yes, so they all have something to complain about if all the information we're hearing about them is the truth. Don't forget that these are all alleged information. So the other day we heard that Ebony have planned that she'll be having a dinner party with Kabiyesi and Kabiyesi alone. And maybe the essence of planning that is to prove to Oletik that look, you might be married to Kabiyesi, but Kabiyesi love me more than you. Even though she was there before Kabiyesi went and married Oletik. The worst thing that will ever happen to a woman is when you love a man with everything in you and that man is not reciprocating that love. Or when you are telling yourself lies that you love this person so much when you don't love that person. Why am I saying all of this? Ebony will always post a write-up making it look like Kabiyesi is the best thing that have ever happened to her. She and Kabiyesi love themselves so much. And I was like, if you love Kabiyesi as much as you always claim, why did you leave Kabiyesi to go and born for another man? Because the story have it that you and Kabiyesi knew each other. You were in a relationship when Kabiyesi have not become the king. But because he have not become the king or he is not king and you don't know that a day will come when he will be the king, you said, no, he is always after women. You left him to go and be with another person, you know. And unfortunately for you, because he's unfortunate, you went and bear a child for another man. Along the line, Kabiyesi became king. You abandoned that man and returned back. First, I believe that if you love Kabiyesi as much as you always claim, you shouldn't have leave him before, you know. And secondly, when you returned back, you started acting as a calabash carrier in the palace. You were there. Kabiyesi went and married the first one. Kabiyesi married the second one. Kabiyesi married the third one. I think she is the fourth, right? Either the fourth or fifth. And I was like, Kabiyesi does not love you. If Kabiyesi love you as much as you always claim, even when you return back, he wouldn't mind marrying you. After all, he married Igbi, who is also married, or who was married before now, you know. But instead, we were there. He went and brought Queen Naomi. He married Queen Naomi before your very eye. And you started fighting Queen Naomi. Anyways, I believe that if all the stories that we are hearing about Olori Calabash and Kabiyesi is true, the only thing is that she will never find happiness in this marriage. She can only be pretending, making it look like they are happy, but they are not, from what we are hearing. So she wants to prove to Oletik that yes, so Kabiyesi loves her, this and that, just like she's making some people who followed her on social media to believe so. Then Kabiyesi disappointed her big time, telling her that, look, oh, I have promised my son that I will be available in his school program, sorry. So there is no how I will disappoint Tadenikawo because of your dinner. Although someone said on my comment section about that post that maybe Kabiyesi knew that there is something beyond the dinner. So he was running for his own dear life. I don't know. I don't know. So now, after that thing that happened between Kabiyesi and Ebony, we heard that the wives now decided to come together as a unit. They want to unite And you know the essence of this unity right now is to join force together to fight Queen Naomi. But they are not going to succeed because Kabiesi's heart and love lies with Queen Naomi. That is what matters most. So now they join force together, they gathered and decided that they are going to prepare a Valentine party where Kabiesi will be present and they will use the opportunity to voice out to Kabiesi how they feel about the way he is treating them and all of that. So they have all prepared, waiting for that opportunity. But unfortunately, Kabiesi decided to abandon them and went for Queen Naomi. What do you expect? Guys, what do you expect? A man goes where he finds peace of mind. Maybe Kabiesi already knew that the Olories are going to use this opportunity to complain and complain and complain and complain and complain. They will only be complaining on how Kabiesi is treating them all. They will not complain about how they are not doing well or how they are bringing shame to Kabiesi or how they are this, doing that or that, you know. So maybe that is what Kabiesi must have told himself. Instead of being in a place where I'll be judging matters or settling issues, today being 14th, a day to show love, let me go to my loved ones. That is how the Kabiyesi left these people to go and be with Queen Naomi. They waited and waited and waited and waited. Unfortunately, they did not see Kabiyesi. They said the party, they stayed there and stayed there. I was thinking that maybe Kabiyesi have rushed out to get something and come back. They even came with their personal gifts. You know, one thing about them is that they always engage themselves in unhealthy competition. Those gifts is they want to know who will gift Kabiyesi more. Sometimes so it's good to marry many people like this so that when it's time for gift you receive enough gift. But when you think about your peace of mind, you will forfeit all the gift and everything and choose peace of mind. Yes, so my people, they say when these people waited and waited and could not see Kabiyesi, you see them using their hankies. Maybe they prepared because many of them they came with hankies. They said that is how they started using their handkerchief to damp their faces so that they will not ruin their makeups. Not be smart thing though. One thing we do know is that if you are holding something that is not yours, you will release it one day. People who dance with borrowed clothes, they don't dance very well. You know? Because if you are dancing, you'll be looking around. Is the owner of the clothes around? Will she say that I will tear her clothes? You don't dance very well when you are dancing with a borrowed clothes. So learn to always have your own so that you will not be complaining of maltreatment and what they call it, marginalization all the time. Anyway, guys, that is what we're hearing. Don't forget that these are all alleged, rumored, speculated information making rounds on social media, okay? They are not for stand information. Always bear that in mind. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.